En route to Jolie's Den, waiting for this train. Despite the fact that I lived in the Bronx for 20 years, I don't think I've ever been on the B train. So I am off the train and I'm headed to the salon, which is off of Frederick Douglass Boulevard. I haven't been to Harlem in a little while, so sometimes I always have to do like, okay, where am I at? Let me figure this out. But of course, Google Maps always helps. So I'm here. It took me about an hour to get here, maybe a little over an hour, which can't complain about that because I see a lot of their clients are coming from all over, taking planes, trains, and automobiles just to get here. Upon arrival, you feel the vibe, you see the beautiful, simplistic, modern decor. The decor and the way they laid everything out was very well executed. As I entered, I was instructed to check in here at the kiosk. Because walking here at 9 a.m. and getting right to it, and listen, these chairs are magical. I'm getting a whole body massage right now. So happy. I usually wash my own hair before I go to appointments, so this was definitely a treat. Can I share that I've never gotten color hair at all? By the way, if you like some braiding hair, DM me. I sell them offline. So we are getting things done over here. I'm more than a little bit 4 hours in, and as you can see, my hair is pretty much almost done. We have that crown. This part of my hair is my middle part. It's my weird, weak, short area of my hair. And as you can see, that color is popping. Again, this is the first time I've ever gotten color, whether braids, weave, wigs. But Mama D is over here getting her braid on. Now, I don't know how to pronounce her name the correct way, so I asked her, could I call her Mama D? I will make sure I put her information in the comments. But again, I love the fact that as she was braiding my hair, she was cleaning the braids up at the same time. Because don't you hate when you're like done, so you think, and then they have to go through each braid and cut off the flyaways? That definitely, to me, saved time. That color, though, yeah, she came and asked me what I wanted for lunch. This is a shrimp po' boy, and I had this amazing mint lemonade. Now, we're all braided down. We have to style the hair, and I'm going to be honest with you. At this point, I was questioning whether should gotten the black instead of the color. My questioning of my color choice has nothing to do with Mama D. Like I said, she did an amazing job with my hair. I'm a Libra. I kind of like to do things the same. I'm not super big on change. So I was just at this moment, I see my face, I know me. I am living in my head. I am trying to distract myself with my book. I'm still a little unsure because, again, I'm used to just my black hair. But as she's styling it, getting it together for me, I'm like looking here and there, and slowly but surely, I'm like, okay, you know what? This brown hair, color 4, against this brown skin is actually really, really pretty. Because I always thought brown hair and brown skin would just wash your tone out, but it actually highlights me. Hey y'all, welcome to Mar's World. For those who don't know, my name is Marlena, but I go by Mar. So today I'm at Jolie's Den in Harlem. So how did I get here? A few months ago, I would say before Mother's Day, my king sent me this reel, and he said the next time you get your hair done, braided, okay, because there's a difference. I want you to go to this place. I'm sending you to this place. He directed me that I'm going here, even though I do have somebody that usually does braid my hair. So Mother's Day was one of my presents. When you're ready, I'm gonna send you, because I've been wearing my own natural hair for like the last few months. Long story short, when it came time for me to book the appointment, everything was all like done. I think at one point they were like having extended hours. I don't know about 24 hours, but I think it was like extended hours. I missed that shit. So when I decided I wanted to book, everything was all booked up. I couldn't get an appointment. So for weeks, I'm just like sending messages, keep me on the wish list. Then I couldn't find the hair. Speaking of the hair, do y'all see that though? Hold on one second. No, go ahead, go ahead. This is what editing is about, girl.
Okay.
So do y'all see that though? Oh, hold on one second. Okay, so anyway, I always get black hair, but I'm like, you know what, I want to get a color. So it took me a while to get the color that I wanted, the bundles, but I figured it out. Long story short, finally got my appointment. Then when you make the appointment, it's a list of names. So I tried to book the lady that I saw who did the video that I saw. It was a girl influencer that did a video, and I was like, oh, well, can she do my hair? And they're like, oh, she's on vacation. So out of the list of like maybe 20 women, a name stood out to me, which was, she says I could call her Mama D. I'm gonna make sure in the captions I'm gonna put her name, but it's my Mama Day. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it the right way, but she said I could call her Mama D. So long and behold, she's one of their most popular hair braiders, and she did a fabulous job. So let me just bust down exactly what happened. My appointment was at 9 a.m. I got here at 8:50 a.m. By 9:04, my hair was already being washed. Not like, oh, it was already like almost halfway done. She looks gorgeous
and her skin is everything.
Thank you. So by 9:04, my hair was already being washed. Like, wait, what? What world am I living in? So hair got washed. I got a light blow. I had to wait a little bit for my for Mama D, but it wasn't long. So by 10:05 a.m., she started my hair. She had to, like, you know, separate the hair, whatnot. So I started getting my hair braided at 10:05. I got out of her chair at 3:50. I have never gotten my hair braided in that time period ever. It's always 8, 10, 12 hours. That's just what it is. Why, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that, but I was like shocked. It wasn't like she was rushed. It wasn't 2 or 3 people on my head. It was just her taking care of my hair. And keep in mind, I did tell her I want a side part because I'm a side part girl. And not that she didn't hear me or forgot, I don't know what it was, but my side part wasn't siding the way I liked it. And I didn't even have to mention to her. She noticed, and she took out a row and had to kind of start a little bit, not over, but at the end she had to like do another row over. And I would have been out of there like 20 minutes before then, like 3:30, let's just say that. So what I would say is that from start to finish, when you walk in the door, you're being greeted. Yeah, people do that. Good morning, how are you? I would just told the lady in the front, she's fabulous, a lady named Sue. She's running pretty much the front. Sue and Clarissa, they're gems. So as you're being greeted, they let you know, okay, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna get your hair washed. They gave you a robe, which you'll see in the video. Got my hair washed, like I said, got it blow dried. Mama D started it. 6.5 hours, okay? 6.5 hours to do, and these are small, medium, knotless boho, okay? So I got color 4. The hair is Knotless brand, the braiding hair. If you're interested, I am selling it off-site, so just let me know. I'll actually give the information in the comments as well if you're interested in purchasing any braiding hair. So my experience from start to finish was phenomenal. I've gotten my hair braided at quite a few places throughout the years, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never gotten this kind of experience. Oh wait, did I tell you how they fed me? Around maybe 11, she asked me, what do I want to eat? So she gave me 3 options. I said I want a shrimp po' boy, which was good. It was a little snack size sandwich. It hit the spot, but it's the thought. I appreciate that. Like, I've never been anywhere where they're constantly checking in with you, asking you if everything's okay, complimenting you on your hair. As you know, this is an African braiding shop. So sometimes our cultures, even though we're the same people, I don't want to take you to history class right now. Sometimes there could be cultural differences between us that kind of separates us. When I walked in, they were playing African music, which is fine, but I love the fact that it was a mix. It was African music and it was well as, I guess, quote unquote, African American music. The vibe was chill. It wasn't loud. What I loved the most, I'm not even used to this. They have a young man in here, I think they said his name is Omar, and every time I turn around, he was sweeping up hair and washing the floors down. It was literally, you know how Jay be like, oh, it's barely 12 p.m. and my wife changed again? It was barely 12 p.m. and he had swept 3 times already. Like, I was like, wait, what? Because I don't have a pet peeve for this, but I hate seeing hairballs everywhere. And that's like a thing in the African hair braiding shop, right? I had to give that man a tip. So like I said, okay, so from start to finish, my experience at JolieDen was amazing. I would come back again. I actually will come back again. So again, I'm going to leave the name of my hair braiders name in the comments. But what I noticed is that everybody in here could braid. I don't see anybody saying, can I see this person in particular, but I also don't see people doing walk-ins like that. I actually was lucky to get an appointment because there wasn't any appointments. Something just told me, look at that booking, and it just happened to be one on Wednesday. So again, from start to finish, I would give it a straight up 10. There was nothing that I would be like, oh wait, I didn't like that, they could do that better. Nothing at all. I love their booking process. And I just love the vibe. The vibe was really, really good. The decor is really pretty. And again, it's just a calm hair braiding shop. The music wasn't too loud. The ladies in there working weren't being too loud. The clients weren't coming in being too loud. Everybody was just coming and get their hair done and leaving out of here feeling renewed and refreshed and beautiful. We already walked in beautiful. We just came out looking a little pretty, much more prettier. So again, if you're looking to get your hair braided, I highly suggest you try JolieDen, something different. Sometimes you gotta treat yourself. Look, even though I got treated, but just in general. A lot of times we're used to kind of doing the same thing, going to the same places, and we got to switch it up sometimes. Even with me not getting black hair, like when I got it, when she was putting it in, I liked it. I was like, oh, I love it. Then after it was done, I was just like, oh, I'm not sure, but then I realized that's just me. You're used to the 1B girl. The 4 looks great on you, and let's continue to support Black-owned, African-owned businesses, and let's continue being great. All right, y'all.